what is sex? It's the reunification. So birth is the going from unity into duality, and sex is going from duality into unity.
Wow.
So
Yes.
that a man would enter a woman, and again, I know I'm just using the stereotype of a man and a woman at the moment, but a man would enter a woman because that was the way he could reunify with himself. And that's the sexual act, where he would surrender to the woman, and she would take him up her serpentine ladder and have an orgasm, and he would be carried to be in unity with himself, in bliss with himself, and then she would give birth to him after the sexual act. But you see, sex got turned completely around, where a man sets the rhythm of sex. He decides how the rhythm's going to go, whereas what he should do is surrender and allow himself to experience being energetically pulled through her at that time.
Isn't that amazing? I love that description. I've never heard it described that way. You know, it's amazing how we've gone so off track. I know what happened to us.
You know, and you asked about the, you know, men understood this. And again, it isn't just about having physical sex, that a woman's is a magnetic energy. So in the presence of a woman, a man will often feel more inspired. We often talk about, you know, a man writer will often say, this is my muse. I need a woman in my life in order to be inspired.
Yes, their muse.
The muse, thank you. I was thinking of the word. But the fact was that around that same time of 3,000 years ago, and increasingly, men then separated their women. They didn't like the idea that they needed a woman in order to experience their unification. That was one of the other issues. And so they divided their women into whores or mothers. And so that was where you see in the, for instance, the Greeks, the mother figure would have, you know, almost be dressed with a high neck and, you know, showing nothing, but the whore would have, you know, breast showing. And that was really, they said, we will, you know, our mothers, the mother energy of our children, etc., are not defiled. They're pure. This is where Mother Mary came from. But the whore, we're just using her to get what we want, which was really, you know, one of the roles where Aphrodite got seen as the whore, to be used rather than to actually be seen as something that a man needs, you know, that surrendering to that feminine in order to achieve all that he wanted to achieve.